It's still there.
The hamster.
Oh my it's still there. Holy
Oh my god, guys. Like, someone literally left hamster in the woods.
Hi, I was just calling because a hamster left in the cage, like by the woods.
Something definitely tried to get into this freaking cage.
Hello and welcome back to my channel, everyone. I have a hamster in my house, which I didn't think was gonna happen. But this right here is definitely the craziest, the saddest rescue I have done yet on my channel. So before we even get into the video, please, please, please hit that like button and comment down below and subscribe if you like the content as well below, because this is definitely a very sad rescue and I feel like it spreads a good message. So if you wouldn't mind helping me out and doing those things, I'd really appreciate it. The hamster would really appreciate it. But getting into the actual rescue, the footage is kind of all over the place because, like I said, it was just very spontaneous, out of nowhere. And yeah, I'll just shut up and play you guys the footage because it's crazy. So here is how I found the hamster.
All right, so I am just at some random basketball court and I kept hearing some noise. I thought it was like an owl or a bird or something. It's a hamster on a wheel, and I don't know if someone left it there or if they put it out there for like exercise, but I want to come back and check on it later because, like, look, he's just running on his. It looks like some sort of like robo dwarf hamster. We're gonna come back in a few hours. It does have like food and water in there, but that could just be someone leaving it there for like someone else to take. Like, you know how people leave animals on the side of the road, they throw some food and water and that's it? Well, that cage is definitely not the proper size, and a lot of people around here are leaving and moving back home from college. So like, I feel like it could be someone just like putting it there to give them like outdoor time, but at the same time you shouldn't do that because an animal could easily bend those small wires and grab it. I think we're gonna come back in a little while and see if this hamster is still here, because that's definitely not even the right size cage. And if it turns out that it's gone, I'll come back tomorrow and maybe I'll just leave like a note on their cage or something and just be like, hey, like, check out this YouTube channel because like this is definitely not what you should be doing. Like, as you can see, it's just all along the woods, so like there's definitely a ton of wild animals out here, and it is getting late, so I don't know.
That's just like, is that more grass behind there and then there's like woods?
Yeah, that's a whole field and then more woods. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I was playing basketball and I literally did not bring my inhaler, so I can't breathe. Yeah, I'm really concerned for that hamster. Hopefully someone is just thinking they're doing the right thing and they just don't know. I'll check back in a couple hours and see if it's still here, and if not, we'll figure out a plan after that if we even want to do anything. But I figured I would just record it, document it. Okay, so it is currently almost 10 o'clock. It's like 3 hours later, 2.5 hours later since I saw the hamster. We're gonna go back now and check it out. I'm only like 5 minutes away. I don't want it to be there, but I want it to be there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to just take someone's hamster, but yeah. Anyway, it is 9:45 and we're gonna go see if the hamster is there now. Okay, so I'm pulling up now. I don't know. Hopefully there's no one like outside either, because that'll just kind of like interrupt it. I'm gonna show my high beams off because I don't want it to be obvious.
Why were your high beams?
I don't know. It's probably not gonna be there, but I just want to make
Now
sure.
would be the time to put the high beams on so you can see.
It's still there.
The hamster's.
It's still there. Holy
No.
Someone literally left it there. I have no choice but to take it. Right? Like, it's 10 o'clock at night. It's been there since 6:30. And it's literally pitch black out. Like, I have no choice but to get it. Like, what else am I gonna do? This thing is, I can see it from here. It's still alive, thankfully, but oh, let's also take into account, because I completely forgot this, it is 90 degrees outside. Hamsters do not belong in 90-degree weather in the sun. Like, can we take that into consideration?
It was 90 degrees out this whole afternoon.
Literally insane. I have not, when I rescue animals, all in the past, the last 2 years I've been doing this channel, it's been from fish stores and just like, nothing like this serious, but this is bad. Like, it was literally 90 degrees out.
All right, we're gonna do this as quietly as possible, so I'm not gonna talk too much. But yeah, this is like hella sketch. Oh my god, guys. Like, someone literally left hamster in the woods.
Oh my god, I'm having a heart attack. I'm having such a heart attack.
Let me just stab you.
Oh, it's kind of cute.
Okay, they literally left the freaking food with it. Like, this is no joke, no setup, nothing. You guys saw I was here earlier. What the heck? Like, look at how small he is. He looks so scared. Okay, I gotta get him in here because the cage is freaking open. The cage is open? Like, it's not now, but it looks like something tried to get into it. Like, something definitely tried to get into this freaking cage. Oh my god. Okay. Set him down in here. Okay, I think all the other parts of the cage are secure. I'm driving, so the angle's not that good. That's all of its seed just falling everywhere, but I'm gonna go get it a bunch of stuff because, like, this is just, I don't understand why people think this is okay, and I'll get into it later in the video because, like, this needs a whole, like, talking about. But why, if you didn't want your hamster, there's literally a pet store 6 minutes down the road. There's animal, like, hospitals and animal shelters and stuff all over the place. Why wouldn't you bring it somewhere? Why would you just leave it in the middle of the woods in a 90 degree weather day, bright and sunny, in the woods? And it's been there for a couple days because there's spider webs everywhere that I had to clear out. At this point, I'm just like completely panicking because I have a hamster in my backseat at 11 o'clock at night, and it was just left out all day. So I'm a little bit in shock, but I did decide to call the police. I'll play that footage in a second, but I do have to put music over it or something just because it was a very short phone call and, like, all my information is in there. But I did call the police to let them know that I found the hamster, and I left my number and stuff, so in case someone, you know, was like, oh, hey, that's my hamster, I just put it out there, I wasn't actually leaving it for someone to take, then they have my number to contact. So here is that phone call. Hi, I was just calling because I was at an apartment complex. I don't think he really cares about the hamster. But they have my number, so I guess if they find something, I don't know. That was just a weird phone call. All right, so the hamster is right back there in the cage. He's fine. You know, he's just on his wheel and just doing his thing. So I'm gonna leave him there just for like 10 minutes so we can run in and get the stuff for him. See, he's just on his little wheel, but we'll be back in like 10 minutes with some good stuff for you. Obviously though, I am gonna get it some food. This is the only thing here that's like safe. They were closing really soon, and when I went in there was like no bins. I also didn't really have anything that was good for hamsters, so I just kind of bailed on the whole thing. Here's the footage of when I brought it home and I made it some bedding, and you'll just go ahead and see. Again, I was still in complete shock, so like, don't mind the fact that I'm kind of moving the hamster cage a lot. I really just wanted to leave it alone, but I wanted it to have like the stuff that it needed. Okay, so he is still super cute and he's doing fine. I'm gonna bring him inside now. We just got home. It is almost 11 o'clock now, and he has been running on his wheel like that the entire ride home. Well, I guess all of the food that they left on top for it has spilled all over my car, so that's great. Well, the hamster is in the house now, somewhat healthy. I mean, I don't really notice like signs of like a tail, or like his fur seems pretty well groomed. We will be leaving this room shortly so that he's by himself and not like stressed out by our presence. Okay, so as you can see, he doesn't really have much bedding in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and just use some of this toilet paper and rip it up into some strips and go ahead and add some bedding in there. You can use toilet paper, you can use paper towels, as long as it's unscented. Well, I've made a good pile of just like some toilet paper bedding. I'm just gonna put this in and see if like I need more. I mean, obviously I could always make a ton, but this does take a little bit of time. So I'm gonna put some of this in. I also need to fix his water bottle because it fell over, and I'm gonna put some of this in there as well. Did I think this is how my day was gonna go? No. Am I mad about it? Not mad about it, but I wish that people didn't do this. He seems like a very chill hamster. I mean, I'm not gonna disturb him much more. I just wanted to get more bedding in there so he can burrow himself in there and actually feel like safe. And then I just want to give him some food, obviously, so that he has that. And now I just need to get him some water. So yeah, I made some paper bedding and I fixed the water bottle because they had it in there completely wrong. So I don't even know how many days it had been since this hamster was actually able to drink from it. I fixed up a few things in the cage, as you saw, and I really didn't want to be moving the cage all around that much, but I was literally in complete shock.
and panicked, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't even know if this hamster was gonna make it through the night, just because I didn't know if it had problems because of the heat that it was in literally all day and possibly multiple days. Okay, so it's been a few days. Unfortunately, I really would love to get this hamster out of here immediately, but all of the stores near me were out of every single storage bin to start with, and then they're also out of all the big ones, so I had to wait a couple days, unfortunately, but I did finally find one. Now the problem is that none of the stores are carrying what I need to create the top for the hamster to be able to breathe, which really sucks, because I want to get this thing out of its little tiny disgusting cage. But as an update on the hamster, let me go ahead and give you one. Like I said, it has been a couple days, so I do have a few updates for all of you. Also, they even had the water bottle on incorrectly. I just gave him fresh water last night, but the water bottle was inside of here and it was tilted in a way that he couldn't even drink from it. So I don't even know how when I found him he wasn't in like any heat distress, because it was like 90 degrees out. He couldn't get access to his water, and he doesn't have any sort of food in here that would give him hydration. In terms of the cage, there's a lot of like dirt and stuff like on the top. I don't know if you guys can really tell, but this is his old food. That's the food that was in there. Last night I gave him some cucumber just to like really hydrate him. I mean, he seems fine. He seems hydrated. He runs on that wheel every single night forever, which is a good thing, and I'd totally rather him do that than not do anything at all. I do, of course, need names for this hamster wherever he's probably under there. That's his corner back there. He puts all of his bedding over there and sleeps in there. I do need a name for this hamster. I haven't thought of anything just yet, but I definitely need something. I also don't know if it's a male or female, so that's something I'll have to figure out, but the name doesn't really matter. So the reason I knew that they left him there to be taken is because this whole thing was filled up with this food, and even on this side, like they had a bunch of food over there, a bunch on there, and his water bottle was full. Obviously he didn't have access to it because he couldn't reach it the way they left it, but they did fill it up as well, so obviously they were leaving it there to be taken, which is still just really crazy to me because I have never experienced an animal being left on the side of the road or anything like that. This is the first time that an animal that I've come across has actually been like left to die, because 100% it's possible that if I never went over there, which I don't normally go over there, that was the first time I went there. If I didn't go over there, it is very possible that this hamster would have died eventually from heat exhaustion, from dehydration. I mean, just from a lot of things, or an animal getting into the cage. Because if you look, it's actually not that hard to get in here. You can literally just push this and pull that out. And when I actually arrived to get the hamster, I kind of tried to show you guys in the footage, but it was separated. It looked like something had tried to get in there. And I'm not 100%, but it's very possible that an animal tried to get in there and get the hamster, because he was just freely running on the wheel while I was there. And it wasn't that late, but there's definitely a lot of animals out in these woods. Now, I will be keeping the hamster, but definitely stay tuned for the bin cage setup, because I finally have almost everything for it. I just need to get something to use for the lid so that he can actually breathe in there, because humidity is very dangerous for hamsters, if you didn't know. But I'm telling you guys, he's gonna have a nice big cage, and I'm gonna get an upgrade after that because they only had so many sizes available. But he's gonna have a nice big upgrade, all fresh stuff, good stuff for enrichment and everything like that. But I definitely will be filming a lot of videos with him, like the cage setup, maybe a care video. I don't know, comment down some hamster videos that you guys want to see, because I'm definitely open to doing whatever. I don't know if you guys can see, but he was just moving back there. I don't know if he's gonna do it again. But 100% this is not proper care of a hamster. Like I said, he's only been in here a couple days, and the only reason for that is because I could not find a bin. Like, I went to probably 10 different stores and none of them had bins because everyone was moving out of college and they took them all. So I'm just glad I finally found one that's at least big enough. It's not gonna be huge at first. I'm gonna have to do an upgrade, but at least his first cage will be a lot bigger than this. If you guys have never seen it in person, I mean, this is my hand. So it's like 3 of my hands is the cage. Like, that's just so small. Also, I just wanted to point out that he literally does not have a sand bath. His bedding isn't deep enough. The cage isn't big enough. The wheel, I don't think is big enough. I haven't measured it, but it's probably not big enough. The cage clearly has not been cleaned because I could see some waste in the back over there. And also, if this is all they were giving him, that's not very good. Not the green stuff, just this like mix over here. Basically, all of his care was just not done properly. But please, 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 make sure you guys hit that like button and comment down below. Help share this video, because this is definitely the craziest rescue. I will say that the craziest rescue I have ever encountered. Obviously, the tadpoles, which are right over there, that are still doing really well. Obviously, the tadpoles I thought were pretty crazy. Like, there's like 3,000 tadpoles, dried up puddle. That seemed pretty intense to me. But a hamster being left in the woods to die on a 90-degree day, that just tops everything. That tops all of my rescues. This is definitely the biggest rescue the most intense rescue I have done yet. So make sure you guys hit that like button and drop a comment down below what you think of it, some names for the hamster. Because hey, I wasn't planning on getting a hamster. I thought I was allergic. I just was like, okay, I'm just not gonna get one. It's fine. But then the hamster just kind of fell right into my hands. And what was I supposed to do? Leave it there? No, I couldn't do that. I also wonder how many people saw it and just left it there. I mean, obviously in the middle of the day, you think like, oh, maybe someone's just putting it out there to get like fresh air. But at that point, it was like 10:30 at night when I took it and no one was out there. So, and like I said, there are spider webs, all bad signs. But yeah, this is definitely a crazy rescue. I cannot wait to set up his cage. Like I said, I'm just waiting for one more thing and then I'll be able to do it. And unfortunately, it is something, oh, I also have to get a wheel. I cannot find a wheel at any of these pet stores that's the right size for him. So I might have to order one online. Yeah, I will see you guys hopefully very soon with that hamster cage set up. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon.